Hello and welcome to another Top StarCraft broadcast. I am Top Madness, the voice of Top StarCraft, and I am bringing to you an awesome TVZ on Lost Temple. The players. The red Zerg spawning in the left-hand position is mouzMorrow. He is on the team mouzSports. He is a very, very talented Zerg player. He used to play Terran, but switched over to Zerg just a few months ago. He actually is the Terran who is responsible for the 5-Rax Reaper build that got Reapers nerfed. We all know and love him very much in the Terran community. But he now plays Zerg. He's playing against another member of mouzSports, the blue Terran spawning in the right position. He is mouzStrelok. He is a very, very talented Terran player. Kind of the old guard on the team, but very, very good, very, very strong, very old school style Terran. It's a very cool game we're gonna very good game we're about to see here. They're talking about the last game they played. This is actually part of a series of practice that they had between the two team players. Apparently Strelok has been playing for 9 hours and Mario's just laughing at him. Obviously he can't play for 9 hours straight. Pathetic, right? I mean, everybody plays way more than that. As long as you're Mario, that's how you get real good like he is. But nothing really going to happen. They're spending all their time talking, so I doubt we're going to see any real early aggression here. A lot of the inter-team games, stuff like the practice ones, they want to let it go late. They want to see how they can outplay their opponent. Cheesy stuff, not really so popular, so obviously I'm excited to see how this game is going to turn out. Looks like we just dropped our hatch for Morrow. It is going to be hatch first. Again, economic build, not really looking for some cheese, not looking for anything, you know, any 6 pools, any 9 pools, nothing like that for real early aggression. Scout on the way. We should see the pool here relatively soon. I would assume right here looks like the pool's going to go. There it is. The pool's down. And there's the good game, good luck. So we are in for a treat. Strelok is apparently Australian because he says mate. But Barracks making its first Marine, nothing too exciting going on. He's just playing with that rally point just a little bit. Gas almost completed, and there's the second supply depot going down. I'd like you to note the Overlord looking for those bunkers. Those are so very annoying. This Overlord sneaking his way around. He's going to be right posted up on that edge. That is such a good place to have an Overlord. It is very, very safe, as well as can see everybody entering and exiting this base. That Marine was poking out there. It looks like he's looking for the Scout. The Scout's just going to be chilling here. No big deal. He will hold down that tower for a while. Back at Mario's base, pool just completing. First 100 gas, I'm almost positive will go into metabolic boost because it is very, very nice. As well as the hatchery just finishing. Right as the SCV comes in, he does not get taken out by these 4 drones, even though they could have surrounded him. Gonna speed over here, and 3 guys right in a gas, yet metabolic boost almost certainly coming at this point. Back at Strelok's base, a factory going down, as well as an orbital command, or command center. Will be an orbital command, I'm sure. But he was going with the 1-Rax FE build. Again, economic, not looking to put pressure on. That's what makes these games so cool between teammates. You know, they're not trying to cheese, they're just trying to play a really cool game of StarCraft. Over here, second gas almost complete. And back at Morrow's base, getting that 1 spine crawler just for a little defense in case some Hellions or something come in here. I would actually like to see it right here, because that way it's going to block any Hellion run-bys, and the Queen plus spine crawler can make a little wall right there. That's always good. He's dropping that creep tumor. He's going to start spreading his creep. Morrow religiously spreads his creep. It is one of my favorite things to see really great players and see how they can just goop that entire map. It is so awesome. Getting back here, we're getting a tech lab. Looks like we're going to see siege tanks or Thors. I would assume Thors. Thors are so very good in TVZ. Starport, now we're going to see a 1-1-1 build. We may see Banshees. He could swap these two, but I think we're going to see some... We may see Thors, or we might see Banshees. I could see that's a good strategy. Good harass, especially if he scouts and sees that there's no Evo chamber, because that way there's nothing to detect the cloak except for the Overseers. The lair, however, will be done plenty of time. I assume Mars going Mutalist. They are very, very good on this map. If you look, there's just so much room around this base over here that they can abuse. Come around from that side, come from the back. And there's really no defense for Strelok. So no eBay even going down yet. He is gearing up to take his natural. I told you guys, this Overlord placement is so, so good. It's going to make Morrow feel much safer about, you know, all his decisions, because you can see Strelok's moving out. Going back, the lair is down, and there's a Spire right on cue. I'm going to pull that production tab up because it has been off, but it is very, very important to see what's going on. All this stuff being built. Siege mode on the way. Another spawn crawler down here. The 3 spawn crawlers for Morrow. He's obviously wanting to be safe. Siege mode almost complete. Another siege tank not on the way. Instead, we're getting a dropship. We're probably going to see Strelok abuse these ledges. Morrow preemptive on that ledge. He really doesn't want to siege get up on the high ground. He can shell these. He can shell these spawn crawlers as well as most of this natural and be safe. Especially if he brings some Marines, which he looks like he is. He's got 3 Marines and an SCV, and he's looking to drop right on that ledge. Wow, lagging just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Back to normal. I really need to cast without, running other programs because it definitely slows things down. But here comes the drop. We're following it in. Here we go. Oop. Doing the cool little drop trick. You hit that D, click on the medevac, and you can do whatever you want to up in your units. Great siege up position here. You can see all of the spine crawler forcing Morrow to move back, but that spine crawler is still in range. I don't think he realizes. Obviously doesn't know about the you can click on the siege tank and see how far it can shoot trick. It's really great in TVT because you can move your siege tanks right to the edge and then you can shell their siege tanks and they can't see you. But yeah, these spine crawlers not having a good day. Up on the ledge we're getting a bunker, so gonna fortify this just a little bit at the same time. Bunker at the front just to protect from Zerglings, something like that, gonna come harass. More siege tanks have been produced, not being produced right now. More barracks. He has supply locked himself once again. It always impresses me how great pros play and then suddenly have to drop 3 supply depots because they're supply locked. Finally we're seeing the turrets go down, but Mutalisks already on the field. They're taking out the siege point. They have killed the SCV building the turret, and now they are getting destroyed by these. I'd say it was worth it, but just barely. I mean, Morrow lost a ton of Mutalisks, but now he's going to be able to poke away freely at that bunker with these spine crawlers. So all is good. These, there we go, pokey pokey poke. I always like to watch that. Gas is going down again. Gas is the most important resource for Terran, especially late game. All these higher tech units, stuff like that, all the research, stim pack, marine shields, stuff like that, all requires gas. Especially siege tanks are very, very gas heavy. I mean, 125 gas is pretty ridiculous. So are Thor's, 200 gas. Not something to play around with. You got to be able to support it. However, Mutalisks are also very gas heavy. So both of them pulling out of the stops. There is absolutely like 2 turrets here to defend this for all these Mutalisks. And they're just going to destroy these turrets. They but the supply depots are vulnerable, and Strelok has nothing here to defend. These SCVs are coming to repair. They are going to get destroyed. A complete waste of SCVs. I don't think he realizes what's going on. They must be on auto repair automatically because they are just doing their little thing. Oh, missile turret. Gotta stay K safe. If there was a Thor, he would do so much damage. But those little SCVs going to repair, just being absolutely wiped out. Not the best decision. Looks like Strelok is going to try to push. He is. It's the kind of the 2 tank push. You see that a lot versus Zerg. And 2 tanks is kind of that point where you can really kill like a wave of Zerglings coming out before they can do. Looks like it's actually going to be a Bane. He is moving back. Brilliant strategy, to be perfectly honest. Forced all the Mutalisks back, so Morrow had to defend, and it kept the pressure off Strelok. He really could use another missile turret right here or something to defend these, because these are pretty badly damaged and really has no way of dealing with it. Looks like Strelok, he is going up to the gold. He may check, or actually his loading got up. He is going to elevate his units onto the ledge and keep abusing it, because once worked pretty darn well. He's actually got 3 Marines already up here who they've been stranded for a little while, but those Marines coming up. Looks like Morrow knows about it. He's going to intercept while they're in transit. Good play. These Marines definitely going to go down. Had a good position that we're able to hold out for quite some time. Mutalisks destroying as much as they possibly can. They are going to kill all these Marines, and these siege tanks and the medevac are going to go down. There's nothing they can do about it because they cannot shoot air. Morrow, an impressive defense as of yet. Strelok just doing his thing. He's playing Terran the way it's meant to be played. Tanks and Marines. A lot like what you see with Liquid Genro. Big on the macro, not big on these uber style. I'm gonna one base all in SCV Marine shenanigans. It's just not worth it. These are the kind of players I love watching. They might not be as exciting right off the bat as someone like Foxer, where he's a real Korean style, all-in build kind of thing. But man, these games get really cool really fast. As you can see, Morrow double expanding. This Marine is going to scout both the expansions. A heroic Marine, one little stim pack, he's going to get there, and he's going to get destroyed. But Morrow's hand has been revealed. I mean, he double expands, so now Strelok knows it is safe for him to take his gold if he decides to with that SCV, which I guess he's not. And I need a drink because I am parched. There's the command center going down. Need more soda. It is like way too late for me to be casting, but I'm gonna cast because this is the time when I cast my best, when I am crazy, loopy, insane, but it makes it interesting. So it is all for you guys because I love you. I love you, my viewers. However many of you there may be, I don't really know. I assume it's like 6. We will see. But yeah, game heating up. We're definitely getting a very large force here growing from Morrow. You can see 55 Zerglings on one on one tab. He's got his 8 mules on the other tab, and he is not droning at all. His production straight into Mutalisk. Getting those upgrades, so very important. There's a supply depot going down in the middle of the map. I assume he meant to make a turret, but you never know. It's Strelok, he can do whatever he wants. Transferring all these SCVs to get this gold, it is so very important. He gets it saturated. Drop going down, out here going to do absolutely nothing. And that was a very quick response from Morrow. Strelok trying to do a drop, just didn't really work. Overseer had great positioning, got to see it. These Marines can totally shoot that Overseer. I don't know why they're not. They don't want to fight. They're lovers, not fighters. But, yeah, another drop coming down here from Strelok. He's going to fly right past all his overlords. I guess Naughty is actually just mounting up a little defense. He really likes elevatoring his units with these medevacs. These Mutalisks flying in. This Marine, Hero Marine with 1 HP, chasing away both these Mutalisks with 20 plus apiece. These Marines come in just to protect him. He looked like he was thinking about a drop here at the main. Obviously did not go down. Strelok is starting to mass in the middle. He's got a lot of tanks set up. He's got some Marines coming out here. And Morrow needs to start saturating these expansions. He's got the bases. He might as well be using them. Strelok doing a great job getting SCVs where they need to be. I'd like to see an expansion to the island fairly or relatively. Relatively is the combination of the two. To that island, here comes the command center. I hope it will float over there so I can be right. I am right about not enough in these casts, so we will see. Looks like we're going... Morrow has a lot of units built up. Upgrades coming down to infantry weapons level 2. I believe there's still not any armor for our infantry. No armor, no attack for our tanks. They are so important. Strelok is an old school StarCraft player. He's going to be very big on the moving your tanks systematically. Unfortunately, there are no wraiths for him to really decimate those overlords, but Vikings do a pretty darn good job of it, so he should not be complaining. This overlord is still here. I would like you guys to note it has been here the entire game. It is probably one of the best positioned overlords I have ever seen in my whole entire life as a StarCraft caster. Morrow finally transferring those drones. He's starting to get saturated. He's got a lot of spine crawlers here. Doesn't want to get damaged. This base also saturated. He has a big army chilling right here. Banelings. Got the Mutacloud going on right here. There's so many Mutalisks. However, Strelok, man, just doing work. More siege tanks, just macroing. There's finally a Thor out. He will be able to... 2 Thors, actually. They were together. They totally damage these Mutalisks, but the Mutalisks are coming in easily enough to destroy these turrets instantaneously. Really not a good thing for Strelok. He needs his Marines to get over there. They are far behind. These supply drop supply depots will probably go next. There they